Namaste, Namaskar. Hello, my dear friends. Good morning and good evening. And once again, a warm welcome to our motivational series. Not to be exactly called as a motivational series, but this session is basically to convey two things. Number one is to tell you one thing, that you got to be overcomers. You and I are tend to go through lots of challenges, issues, troubles in any format, and through people, through issues, through circumstances, and stuff like that. And you and I need to learn to overcome, right? Accept the reality and not live in complacency, but accept the reality and make every effort to overcome. Only such a person can be a veteran. Only such a person can be successful. And secondly, this is a great opportunity to discuss various facts of the life, right? Various parameters of life, attributes of life, things you may not even know, things you may not even have thought through. And that's why these sessions are very, very useful and helpful. And that's why we make every effort to come to you and reach out to you in regular intervals, and we keep injecting this medicine called as inducing confidence, sharing that knowledge, information, and etc., etc. All right, once again, a warm welcome. Today's session is about a very important topic, and the topic is very useful topic also, and an experienced topic also. Right, enough of this, let me get to the title. The title of the topic is intimidation is the first step, or intimidation is the test to your patience, or intimidation that, or intimidation scenarios that you go through in life is the test for your patience. Now, what is so interesting about this title? And let us again get into our pattern. How do we learn? The best way to learn is separate and once again bring them together. Then you will get a different light, different understanding. That's a simple pattern to learn anything. Now, the title is what? Intimidation is the test for your patience. Now, circle patience, separate it. Circle intimidation, separate it. Now, let's deal with intimidation. Let's deal with patience. Two separate things, and we'll bring them together and we'll analyze. Very short session, few minutes we will close. Just pay attention. Intimidation is nothing but a lot of us, we go through fearful scenarios, intimidating scenarios, to large extent that it raises our sugar levels and BP levels, that we'll end up sweating hard, sleepless nights, depression, migraine headaches, and what is hypertension headaches, screaming at somebody, mood swings, and so many other consequences, right? Why? The reason is very simple, because of a fearful scenario. Now, what is that scenario? That scenario could vary from person to person. It varies from, when I share some things, it may be different from yours, right? So let's discuss something in common. A person, a child below the age of 5, I'll tell you what, they will not think anything about their future. All that they know is to play with their toys. Whenever they get a chance, play, 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 be happy, sleep well. Have you seen any child sleepless in the night and all that? No, they sleep very well, right? Baby sleep patterns are really going to vary until the age of 1 or 1.5. But after that, you see they play very well in the morning and they sleep very well in the night. Because why? They are not worried about anything at all, right? That's why you got to become like a child sometimes. But then that doesn't it's not applicable in all stages of life. Why? Because as adults we have many things to planning is different, but being worrying about, or being worrisome about something is different. I'm not getting into that topic now. We will just think about it. Now, when a child grows, from the age of 5 to 10, it will be under little stress. Why? The child is learning alphabets, poems, and a lot of new languages like Hindi, Kannada, for example, or Marathi if you're in Maharashtra, or that local language, regional language it is learning. It's putting all its efforts, or they are enrolled a child in music and build a talent wherever. Parents really encourage children. I really appreciate that. You found that your child is a very good sportsman, you are enrolling them, a lot of learnings is coming. So the stress level has gone from, so 0 to 10, scale of 0 to 10, from 0 it has gone to 2, 2.5, something like that, or 3. But when the child gets to the age of 11 all the way to 16, They will go through extreme stress. Why? Because they have gotten into the mid school and they will be getting into the 10th standard or 10th grade. They will be facing the public exam. Now the government is seriously reviewing this entire academic system and they're bringing some changes, is what I heard, but I don't know when it will be implemented. Right? In Parliament also they had some discussion, right? Because to reduce the stress level of the children, academic system is very complicated. You have to really strive hard and get. All children are studying well. To my surprise, most of the children, 9 out of 10, they are studying well. One or two children they are not able to study is because of various reasons, personal situation or family circumstances. We cannot blame the kid. All children are good. Okay. So now coming to the original point, but from the age of the stress level moved from 3 all the way to 6, and from 16 all the way to 18 they will be in the PU college or higher secondary. In Tamil Nadu it is higher secondary. In Karnataka it is something like PU college. And their stress levels have gone from 6 to 8. Why? Because 12th is really important. 12th grade is important, and 12th grade is very very important in the sense it is seriously intimidating. See, all the stress levels when they increase, it is all about intimidation. There is a lot of fear building. Will I fail? Will I be successful? All that, the stress levels. During my days there used to be CET coaching, common entrance exam, to get into college, admission college, engineering professional courses and all that. Only after my 12th exam is over, for 1 month they will train us or coach us. We will go and write those MCQs, multiple choice questions. You know what is the CET coaching now? It's starting from the 11th standard only. They are training for 2 long years. The education system itself is creating the stress, and if I don't enroll my child, she is getting stressed. Why? Because other children are enrolled. So without a choice, a parent like me is forced to enroll. Why? Because that itself will become a stress. If all of them are in common education system, then there is no competition, no stress level. But if the pattern is changing, we have to abide to the pattern. What to do? I'm giving an practical example, a realistic example. What to do? I also don't know what to do. We have to adhere to the common standards that the nation is following, that your state is following, that your region is following, without a choice. Right? Now what happens? The stress levels have gone from 0 to 8 at the age of 18. Right? And the stress level will be 10 out of 10 before they pass out of college. Why? Because that's when they will go through first 1 or 2 years. No, they will enjoy that college mood and all that young blood, and a lot of love letters will fly from one end to the other end, and get together, party, giddy, and all that. After the second year is over, third year onwards, you will see a difference in that kid. Why? Because they will become more serious, thinking about their future as a professional. Will I get a job? To get a job, what should I do? Extra. It's all about extra, or extraordinarily. They enroll in some other courses. For example, they are in IT, so they have enrolled for computer science. They will already think of a specializing skill, and they will enroll for an AI, artificial intelligence, or robotics, or data science, or data from this thing and that and that. It's apart from the normal curriculum. What you could do? Appraisal system in private sector, all of you know appraisal system, right? Every appraisal your boss will say this is not enough. Why not enough? You have done very well, top performance, super, right? But this is not enough for the next year. Why? Because that's how the world is. It's a competitive world. How much ever you give, they will keep demanding, give me more, give me more. Right? There is a battery advertisement, and what is that? That red color battery, Indian made. I forgot. That one toy will run and it will say, give me more," something like that. Even the battery will die. That's where people end up in stress. And you have to quit such job, find a different job. If you've earned well, if you have your own house and property and all that, find a job which is stress free after some point of time, which will not demand more, where you can give more from your own potential, from your own willingness. You should not be pushed, right? That is the problem today. So anyway, coming back to the original point. Now what happens at the age of 18 itself, the stress levels have gone to 8, and at the age of 22 the stress levels have gone to 10 out of 10. Because why? They have to get cope up with the pressure. Will I become a professional? Yes. If the answer is yes. Will I become a successful professional? The answer is yes. Will I become a professional where I could earn lot of money? Then answer is maybe, may not be. Then do something about that. There are a lot of parameters. But at the same time, can we not sit like that, not thinking about the future or planning for the future? No, that is also stupidity, right? We cannot do that. Because why? The world is demanding that. You have to cope up with the world is one aspect. Other aspect is you have to also compete with the world, and for which you need to really build certain talents. But we could do all of this, which is needed, necessary, but we could do all of this without something called as intimidation. Be fearless. Be fearless. Day before yesterday, my daughter had this exam, science exam. She studied for 1 year. I know she's a very sincere student. She scores very well, no problem, by God's grace. But next day morning is the exam. The previous night, we generally make a prayer. That's part of our culture. And as I'm praying, I see that she is disturbed and all that. I called her, "What is the problem?" And she told me, "I'm really panicked. I'm really tensed." Then I started listing few things. You prepared the whole year. You had 5 days gap. You prepared all 5 days. You did not even eat properly. You did not even sleep properly. Out of all this, what makes you panic? I don't know, but I'm fearful and all that. This is the problem with children. This is the problem with professionals also. This is a problem with many adults also. Many of parents listening to me, right? We are so scared. Then let's continue. I'm talking about intimidation. You're all enjoying this session, huh? It's very practical. Nobody can deny this because all of us go through it. And after 22 all the way to 25, what are we doing? We have to be successful in our profession. You got the job, dream job, this job, that job, and for all that you strived for, you got it. Very good. Congratulations. But now what you can do? I got a job. Let me sit and enjoy the job. What? You have to run. And now all these days you have been running at the speed of 100 kilometers per hour. Now you have to double it up. Why? Because you need to become a successful professional. Otherwise, what? Your company will kick out. There are other 10 competitors who's ready to overtake you. And you got to upgrade your skills and this and that. Stress levels will go greater than 10. The capacity of your human system is, for example, a scale of 10. This is very practical. Nobody can deny this. Your stress levels will overshoot. At the age of 25, your stress level will be 13 or 14. Now what happens? You're ready for marriage. Girls or boys get married, right, at an early age. It will really help you in many ways. I cannot tell you, but you can understand this, right? Girls get married before 25, boys get married before 27 or 28 maximum. It's good for you. Start a family life. Now you are already starting to thinking after marriage about your future, buy your own home, car, and this and that, and you go for various loans and how to repay the loan, this and that. Now, after that, you beget children and you are running for the children's future right from school admission. More than interviewing the child, they are interviewing the parents these days. Correct or not? You also went through that. No. Now, don't pretend as if you are hearing it for the first time. I also went through, you also went through it. They interview parents, they interview the child. Child has to go through test, examination. If he passes, will he pass with a good score? Will I get in this school? If the school is having transportation or not? If transportation is there, are they having good coaching or not? Let me check in the internet. What is the scorecard? What are the comments? And 10 review comments, 2 3 crazy guys, they will put some comment, and that disturbs you because you already taken a seat, you have taken an admission, paying some money, and you have not noticed this comment. That whole night you are not sleeping. You know, don't overthink, don't overboard yourself. That builds that intimidation. Correct? Now, that is the test for your patience also. Why? Because these are the intimidating scenarios which will really make you run dry of patience. You will become an impatient person. You will be a person with full of mood swings. You are not able to sleep peaceful. No, not even 6 hours, not even 4 hours. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, you wake up full sweating. Correct? No. This is not life, beloved. My dear brother, my dear sister, my dear friend, my dear young teenagers, listen to me. In life, planning is needed. In life, target is needed. In life, you need to have certain mission. Like how our Abdul Kalam ji used to tell that one of the professors who taught him, he taught in a certain different way where his reasoning skills were triggered. On that day, he was very clear of a mission that he needs to do something differently. He needs to achieve something big at the age of 7 years. And the guy did it. Right? What a veteran he is. What a role model he is. But he did that not with intimidation. Will I be successful or not? Will I be able to do this or not? Will I be able to do this? Question mark is nice. You need to figure out how you can do it. But after figuring out the getting the necessary answers, you don't have to say, will I be able to do it or not? Like how many children, right, the previous day before examination, they cry, they weep. Then I understood many of my friends, when I called them, like how my child cried, those kids also cried, because that was a science exam. Too many things were plugged in, and a really stressful exam, right? Now don't think about, will I be able to, how I can achieve. Nice, you need to really find answer for that question, but will I be able to achieve? No, you must be. Why? Because you have handled that first question very well, right? How to achieve, you have planned for it, you have strived for it, you worked very hard for it, and you really fought it out with a lot of honesty and sincerity. Now why the doubt? It's okay if you fail, but learn from your mistakes. Keep making efforts. You think Abdul Kalam ji built a rocket on day one? No, take and read his biography. There were a lot of failures even in his life, right? No creamy walk, no cake walk. You all will have no pain, no gain. You also know that, right? So that, but you need not be intimidated. I've gone through a lot of intimidations in my life, due to which I lost a lot of good opportunities, built a lot of anxiety, ended up with a lot of health issues. Now don't look at me as a sick person. A lot of health issues in the sense, in the sleepless nights, I've also gone through it. And next day I cannot be, super active. I will be down in my productivity. Anxiety is never good. Intimidation builds anxiety, and anxiety will make you impatient, and impatience will lead you to a lot of stress related disorders in your life. Yeah, gastrointestinal issues, migraine problems, and headaches, hypertension headaches, and very angry person, mood swings, not approachable, and what, you will be kicked out of your job. At some point of time, nobody will be able to handle you. You are an uncontrollable, unmanageable person. They will stamp you and they will kick you out of your job. So, what I'm trying to say here is, you should have targets, you must have a mission, you must have an objective, you must have goals, but you must learn to do all of this, achieve all of this being fearless. Be fearless, right? Does not mean that you can be a punk, or you can be a prat, not like that. You need not be intimidated. You all understand this, right? That's why we have spent long time today, right? You need not be intimidated. There is no point getting intimidated. It will only take you backward. It will not help you to march forward, right? So be very courageous, be bold, be strong. God bless all of you. Subscribe to our channel if you have not. You will start receiving automatic notifications. My desire is, my wishes, my request is, do not miss on any videos. It will only help you. All right. Take good care. Once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for staying connected with us. Bye.